All right, happy Monday, everybody. Happy Labor Day if you're in the US. Hopefully, today is a holiday for you. Let me go put myself on mute. Holiday for you. Let me go put myself on mute. Oh, goodness gracious. What an appropriate introduction. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Maggie, Maggie the substitute teacher. I'd like to welcome you to yet another struggle cooking class. Who do we have here? Blush and Bashful is here, Success Maker, Eat and See, Cook, Kose, and King. Thank you all so much for being here. Like I was saying, hello, Leslie. Hopefully today is a holiday for you all, so we're going to do a little simple stream. We're going to make a smoothie today, so it's not really cooking, but have I ever made this recipe before? No. Has that ever stopped me? No. All right. So we are going to make the viral skin smoothing Hailey Bieber Erewhon smoothie. All right. So let me turn on my struggle air conditioner. Y'all already know I am a woman of a particular age. We're going to clean off the counters and I'm going to wash my hands and get my uniform on. But as always, I like to start by saying a kind hello and thank you, as always, to Cooking with Aisha for allowing me to stream on her platform. Hello to you and Mr. Ricky. Hello, Denise is here. Thank you all so much for being here. Sit back, relax. I'm going to show you the video that I'm going to be recreating today, and then we'll make it and see how we like it. All right, everybody? So let's clean off the counter. So this is going to be a packed smoothie with a lot of fruits and veggies in it. So let's see how it tastes. I'm all for healthy things, but you all know it has to taste good, right? That's important. That is important. All right. So let's clean the counter here. 1 second. All right. Just keep going. Let me clean my hands. Hope everybody's doing well. Everybody's doing well. All right. So let me get my uniform on. And I'm going to show you all, I'll show you all the finished product and then I will show you what we're going to be making. So this is the Erewhon smoothie. Now here's the thing. If you've never been to Erewhon, I've been once. This is a very kind of boutique-y, expensive grocery store in California. I think they have three, and I have been to the one in LA last time I was in LA. And this is the smoothie. Yes, it looks delicious, but it's $20. Now, if you if you've got more money than time, then go ahead and get the smoothie. If you've got more time than money, we're going to recreate our own. A lot of people have been doing it, and I actually saw a Tia Mowry recreation that we are going to make today. So let me show you all right here, and then we will get it together. So the recipe is online, and I've actually linked, let me show it to you all. So it says Hailey Bieber, which is Justin Bieber's wife, if that matters to you. Hailey Bieber's strawberry glaze skin smoothie, that's a lot, is a blend of almond milk, organic strawberries, banana, avocado, dates, maple syrup, collagen peptides, hyaluronic acid, sea moss gel, and coconut cream. Hello, Soft is here. Hello, G-Bone. Hello, Sammy. Y'all, that's a lot going on for a smoothie. I'm usually a 3-ingredient smoothie when I used to make them for Marcus. Basically fruit, yogurt, and some type of liquid. So this is a lot going on, but I don't know. There's a whole regimen here. You can drink this smoothie, and I guess it helps your skin. I believe if you take care of what you naturally have, then it will take care of you. So I don't really have a huge regimen. I understand sometimes people have other things they want to do. That's fine, but we're going to see if it tastes good. And then you can decide if this is something that you want to make. And maybe you can drink your skincare routine. Hello, Ajay. Hello, Trisha is here. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Mondays with Maggie on Cooking with Aisha. So let me show you all the video that I saw. Let me show you all the video that I saw. I saved it in my Instagram. And lots of people have made this. There's all kind of different ways. That's one of the things I love about cooking. It's so subjective. You can do whatever you like. We got Auntie Jenny in the house. Hello. All right, so here is what we're going to try and recreate.
With the straw, these are great.
All right.
Strawberry glazed skin smoothie. We're going to start with the strawberry glaze. We're going to add some maple syrup, some lemon, and then we're just going to blend. I'm just going to go ahead and pour this into this cup here, and I'm just going to set it to the side. Next, we're just going to start dumping all of our ingredients into this blender. First, we have some milk. We have almond milk. We're going to add some frozen strawberries and bananas, and then we have just like a slice of avocado here. So we're going to add some dates. These are great for your skin and your hair. We're going to add some ice, some sea moss. It's really great for your skin and also for your immunity. Collagen. This is great for bone
No, this is a lot
joint
already,
health.
but
God,
let's try it.
Oh, y'all. When stuff like this excites me. And then we have hyaluronic acid. And this is also great for your skin. And blend away. So my smoothie is done. My glaze is done. Now I am going to decorate my glass with some coconut cream. I'm going to add my strawberry glaze. Ooh,
I do like the
so
presentation.
pretty. Now I'm just going to add my smoothie.
All right, y'all. So that is the goal. So we've got a lot to do here for this $20 smoothie. Again, Erewhon is the grocery store. This is the finished product, but I have a few items that we have to prep. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So I want to say a huge thank you, first of all, to, I believe Mela sent me some purple sea moss. Now here's the thing, y'all. I'm pretty regular, okay? I have never consumed sea moss a day in my life, and it has been here. And I've been thinking about, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to use this sea moss? So I actually have it soaking in the fridge. So we're actually going to make our own sea moss. Those of you all that are familiar with this ingredient, obviously it's good for you. Maybe it has health benefits and skin benefits and, you know, all of that, hair benefits. I don't know. But we need to blend or puree this down so that we can actually make a gel that's going to go into our smoothie. All right, so let me show you all what I have. Did I take a picture of it? Well, you all probably know. It kind of looks like, how do I say? It looks like something from the ocean. It looks like, I don't know. Let me see. Let me just get it out of the fridge so you all can see what I have. Okay, this is, oh gosh. I will try and put together like a little video, but this has risen almost like dough. Yesterday, it was not even halfway up in the bowl, but you rinse it because it came in this package so you all can see, all right? This little envelope had all of this. So they shipped this to me from London, and I'm honestly been kind of scared of what to do with it, but we're committed. So you rinse it off and you let it soak. I don't know if I had enough water on there, but it's basically like an octopus. It looks like an animal. But I guess when we puree this down, it's going to turn into a gel. So it's really cold. I'm going to drain the water and then I'm going to rinse it again. Auntie Jenny's here. She says it's popular in the Caribbean. We soak it and wash it in lime juice. It's from the ocean. Purple is one of the best. All right, so you all heard it. Here are some of the top 10 benefits of sea moss. Contains 92 minerals, promotes a healthy thyroid, supports a healthy heart, supports a healthy immune system, promotes good digestion, so good for the tummy, improves metabolism, helps maintain a healthy weight. Y'all know I struggle with that. Supports hair, skin, and nails. Now I understand. So this is a skin smoothing smoothie, I think, right? This is the Hailey Bieber strawberry glaze skin smoothie. $20 at Erewhon. All right, so we'll see what my skin looks like after I drink it. Just joking. Y'all know it's not gonna do its thing in one go. Okay, so we have our purple sea moss. So this was just regular tap water and I let it soak. So I'm going to rinse this and then we're going to put it in the blender and see if we can blend it down to a gel, because this is actually one of the ingredients in our smoothie. So you all can see it's alive. It's alive. Hello, Buxy. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so let's go ahead and rinse. Oh, let me get a strainer. What is it, like a colander? Because it's pretty heavy. I'm just gonna pour the water out and then I'm going to rinse it again. Hello, Foes28 is here. Hope everybody's doing well. If you're in the US, this is Labor Day, which is a holiday. So hopefully it's a holiday for you. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm losing it. All right, so I'm just giving this a good rinse. Come on in, everybody. We are washing our sea moss gel. All right. It smells like the ocean. It doesn't smell fishy. It doesn't smell bad, but it does smell marine-like. All right. So let's go ahead and get the blender and we're going to blend our sea moss. Now, I'm not really following a specific recipe for this. We're going to eyeball it. I watched how Tia Mowry's doing it. I think I saw another creator who made it. So we'll just do like a tablespoon or a couple tablespoons. But that's one of the things that's great about smoothies. They're really customizable. So you can do a little more or less of whatever you want. Hello, Big Boss is here. Big O Boss. Hello, Ola is here. Auntie Jenny says, once you blend it, add it to everything, smoothies, yogurt, anything. You can use it as a hair conditioner or a face mask. Now, I do like that. I do like to condition my hair. All right. Let's see if we can put all of this in here. And I don't believe I add any liquid to it. God, y'all, it's like getting away. Is it all going to fit in this blender? Jeez. But like I always say, I'll try anything. I'll try anything once. And you know, since this is an ingredient, I don't think you consume it plain. Maybe you can. But if it has really good health benefits and you don't like it on its own, like Auntie Jenny says, you can put it in anything. So this little packet came in the mail to me from the UK. So thank you, Mela, for sending this to me. So soaking it overnight, it has filled up the blender. All right, so let's go ahead and put the top on here. And we're just gonna blend it and hopefully it turns into a gel. Oh dear. So all I did was wash it and let it soak overnight. All right, so hopefully this is not too loud for you. I know it's a holiday. Don't want to wake you all up with the loudness. Hello, I am Alicia. Auntie Jenny says use 1 teaspoon a day plain. Interesting. Hello, Rich Auntie is here and hello, Squirrels is here. All right, let's see what happens. All right, it's doing its thing. I don't know why I feel like there should be some liquid in there, but I'm just gonna get this spatula and push down the sides. If it's sea moss gel, to me it should be a gel. Maybe I should continue to blend it. Let's get a spatula and push it down. I'm new to this. So I'm not true to this. I don't really know if it just takes time. I'm just going to scrape down the sides and continue to blend. It did absorb some of the water from overnight. So let's continue on and see if we can get it into a gel. The package says blend it until it's a smooth gel. right, Auntie Jenny says add a little bit of lime. This smoothie recipe doesn't have lime in it, but I have lime. So let's go ahead and get some lime. I don't know what it tastes like on its own, but I'm just not getting the gel texture, so I don't know if it's just time. But we'll cut a lime in half and squeeze some lime juice in here. All right, let's give this a wash. Okay. Hopefully it won't overpower the smoothie. Let me get a knife and cut it in half, and we'll get our lime juicer. So I'm just going to squeeze half a lime in here. Ooh, I do like the smell of that. Tiffany says add water. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do half of the lime, and then we'll do a splash of water if it's still not turning into a gel. All right, I don't know how much liquid I need to make it into a gel. Oof. All right. And don't toss this. You can put this in like a pitcher of water or tea and just continue to drink on it. All right. So we added some lime juice. Let's move the knife. We'll see if it starts to gel, and then we can add some water if needed. All right, let's add some water and see what happens. Oh, Tiffany says add water or juice. Hello, Carmen. Good afternoon. We're supposed to be making a smoothie, y'all, but this recipe calls for sea moss gel, and I had some sent to me and I didn't know what to do with it, so I said, okay, let's make this gel and then we'll get started on our smoothie. All right, we'll add the rest of the lime juice and a little splash of water, and then I'm just gonna call it. If it doesn't get all the way gel-like, it looks like just a teaspoon or a tablespoon into this smoothie anyway. So let's put the rest of the lime juice in here, because I don't want to not make our smoothie because my gel isn't coming together. All right, so adding the other half of the lime. My hands aren't strong, so all right. We'll give it 30 more seconds, and then water if needed, 30 more seconds. It smells really good with the lime, though. Hello, Auntie Jenny says it needs soaking in water to cover. I guess I should have put more water in it. Yeah, I wasn't sure how much water it needed. You know what's funny? When I put it in the fridge yesterday, it did have enough water to cover, but I didn't know that it expands so much. Starting to do something at the bottom now. Yeah, you really need a lot more liquid, I think, than I have. So I'll just push this down. It smells like a citrus ocean. And for me, it's just kind of pasty, but it's kind of in like an applesauce texture. So that's a fail for Maggie. Sea moss 1, Maggie 0. But I think if you just keep going, which I'm not going to do, it eventually will turn into a gel. So to be continued on that. Let's go ahead and continue on with the smoothie. but I'll have to get back on this struggle sea moss. Auntie Jenny says more water. Use what you need and then re-soak it for later. Aha. Okay. Hello, Cynthia is here from California. Add water just above the sea moss. All right, y'all. So I really need to add like a lot of water. I'm almost wondering, should I have poured out the soaking water? All right, so that's what I did. We'll figure it out, hopefully. Yeah, it's definitely coming. Okay, it's definitely coming together now. It needed a lot more water than I had. So we'll call it now. I wouldn't say it's a gel, it's more of a paste for me, but we learn together. Auntie Jenny says a bit more water. Okay, that was a lot, but thank you, Mella, for sending this to me. And I heard that this purple sea moss is the best. It says wild crafted sea moss, 100% vegan and organic. All right, so if that's important to you, we are going to use this in this smoothie, and apparently you can use it in a lot of other recipes as well. So now for our skin, what is this called? Strawberry skin glaze smoothie. So you all, we had to make, well, this was on me. We had to make the sea moss because I just don't have this stuff lying around. I've never used sea moss before. So we need to make a glaze that's going to go in the bottom. If y'all are new to this, this is the Erewhon $20 smoothie. We are going to make a glaze that goes in the bottom here, kind of like a strawberry jam puree kind of thing. And then we're going to actually make the smoothie, the pink part, and then we're going to line the glass with coconut cream. That's part of the appeal, if you will, for this very expensive smoothie. The presentation is nice. And when I was in LA, I went to Erewhon and I did buy a smoothie. I think it was like a $14 smoothie. They have a whole smoothie bar. It's nice. You know, it's kind of one of those things to do if you're there. However, you know, some of y'all have a Starbucks habit. Maybe people have a smoothie habit. And there's nothing wrong with eating out if you want to. But I just never want people to, you know, spend money and go swipe your card $20 every day because you don't know how to make things. That's why I taught the boys how to cook. I think it is a good life skill. All right, so let's get started with our strawberry puree. Sorry, for the strawberry glaze. Okay, we need a blender. I'll get my other blender. Okay, so we need, she put 5 fresh strawberries, a table of maple syrup, and then she put a little squeeze of lemon in there to get a nice little citrus. So I do have some fresh strawberries. Okay. So if you like strawberry citrus, I know this is kind of the last few days of summer, but we're going to use fresh strawberries for the glaze and frozen strawberries for the smoothie. Auntie Jenny says it's from St. Lucia. Interesting. Ah, oh, you got to blend it for 3 minutes. Now I know. Okay. Whew, that's a lot. So let's get, she says 5 strawberries. I'm going to go with 6. Let's rinse these off, and we're just going to cut the tops off, and then we will blend these with some lemon. And I do have maple syrup. Oh, let me see. Let me get a cutting board. All right. I do have maple syrup. I also have a sugar-free substitute that I'll show you all as well. We'll just put this down here. We're going to cut the tops off for our strawberry glaze. And if you have strawberries that are starting to look a little bit sad, this could be a great way to use them. Also, just cutting them. You know, when I make fruit cups for Mr. President, Tiffany has given us some instructions here for our sea moss. You know, even if you have some strawberries that are looking a little bit like, yeah, they're not bad. We don't have to waste. Ingredients are expensive, so try to use what you can. Frozen strawberries would also work. If you have frozen strawberries, then you can let them defrost a little bit. But this is going to be that beautiful glaze at the bottom of our glass. All right. And let me wash this lemon. We'll cut this in half and we'll do the juice of half of a lemon. Or if you like it tart, you could do a whole lemon if you want to. So we'll cut this in half and get our lemon squeezer. I'm just laughing. If Marcus were here, he would be like, Mom, is it ready yet? But I do like to try new things. Let's see what all the fuss is about. It's a very citrusy. Hello, dog lovers here. Hello, D-Ray is here. All right, so we have our lemon, nice and juicy. Very excited about that. Okay, so we need to get another blender. I have another one behind me. What I do like about this recipe is that you can kind of make everything in the one blender and then pour. All right, so let me get my other blender. Our sea moss, our struggle sea moss is on hold. All right, I have this industrial one. It's heavy. Let's see if we can make our glaze. I'll move this out of the way. Come on in, everybody. We are trying to make the $20 Erewhon skin smoothing. Skin smoothing smoothie. I say just take care of your skin. It'll take care of you. All right. So let's go ahead and I'll just give this a quick rinse. All right, so we're going to put our fresh strawberries in here. It calls for 5. I'm doing 6. And then I am going to squeeze a half a lemon in here. It looks like that's what she's doing for our glaze. Same thing here. You can make a nice little lemon tea. And then I do have some maple syrup, and I'll show you all some substitutes as well. All right, so let me grab the maple syrup from the boys' fridge. And then if you're sugar-free, I have some substitutes, but they say maple syrup, like the natural sugars, are better. I'm not a doctor, don't listen to me, but they say the natural sugars, you know, absorb better. Do what works for you, but I'll give you all some substitutes. That's why I'm your substitute teacher. Okay, so just a few things that I have. I'm your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. I know this is upside down, y'all, because there's still some syrup in here. How much syrup do we need? Maybe we should use this. Let's use the sugar-free. Just a teaspoon of maple syrup. So this one comes from Walmart. This is the Maple Grove Farms sugar-free maple syrup. So just giving you all an option here. Whenever I make pancakes or anything like that, we'll go ahead and use the rest of that because it's just a teaspoon. You could also use this. I get this from Amazon. This is a liquid sweetener. I call it sugar-free sugar because it's 0 calories. This one doesn't have the maple flavor, but this is like a good like liquid syrup. Also, you can use this one. Splenda has a liquid 0 calorie liquid sweetener. So if you're doing drinks or like a yogurt bowl or granola bowl, this could be an option. Also doesn't have the maple flavor, but you could use, I have maple extract. I don't, but if you had maple extract, like the flavoring, you could do maple extract and one of the sugar-free sugars, or the third one. None of this is sponsored. I'm just showing y'all. This one is Wholesome Yum. This is a zero sugar honey that I've used before. So just giving you all some options. Tweet says, what a surprise. You drink your coffee? Oh, yes. It's Labor Day. So hopefully it's a holiday for you all. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the rest of this one. So this is going to be my sugar-free version. But I do have, if you want the real thing, I do have the real thing. You can get maple syrup pretty much anywhere. Let me grab it for you. When I'm cooking for the boys or making real food for real men, I'll do real maple syrup. So just for the recipe, I'll do like literally a splash. So you have a little bit of authentic. But if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic and you need some options, I just wanted to give you all some options. Okay, so let's see if we can blend this up and see if we have our strawberry glaze. All right. Gary says, hello, you're never late. Come on in, Gary. We are making the $20 Erewhon Skin Smoothing Smoothie. We're going to see if we can make a copycat version at home. So forgive me for blending again. This blender is the professional one. Maybe I should have been using this on that sea moss. Ooh. Oh God, I'm excited already. It smells like summer. It smells like strawberry lemonade. Let me taste it for sweetness, y'all. I'm excited already. Now I'm happy. That sea moss before, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. So this is the glaze that's going to go at the bottom of our glass. All right, so you all can see it's like a puree. Let's taste it. This was 6 fresh strawberries, half a lemon, and maple syrup. It is tart. Maybe I shouldn't have done a whole half a lemon. You could probably do a little bit more maple syrup. I will. I know. I'm going to do a little bit more maple syrup because it's getting you right here. Now, if you like it tart, okay, that was a bit much. If you like it tart, go for it. I'm just going to blend in a little bit more sweet to balance that. But it tastes really good. I'm excited. All right. We're making the glaze that goes at the bottom. So this is the part where you dunk your straw in and you get that goodness. All right, let's see if I sweetened it up a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna pour it into a glass. So good. It's the little things. Okay, focus, Maggie. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a glass. I'm so excited. So we're going to pour our first layer of our $20 smoothie, Erewhon smoothie in and set it aside. And then we're going to actually make the smoothie, right? 30 minutes in. When you go to Erewhon, they have a whole assembly line. It takes them like 5 minutes, but it's a whole thing, you all. I think I have a video up on my page of my experience at Erewhon. Like you place your order and they give you like a number, like you're actually ordering something. They call you when it's ready. It's a whole thing. Okay, so we're going to pour our first layer directly in here. Now I could probably make 2 of these. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's see. I'll use a wine glass. Yeah, this actually will make enough for 2. This could be a fun little, I don't know if I'd say date night, maybe brunch or girls, something. You know, I was just thinking since this is Labor Day, if you all are going out for big cookouts or anything major like that, just washing this glass, going out for anything major like that, you want to have something a little bit lighter before the real food. this could be an option for you. All right, so let's do 2 of these. I'm just thinking, since it's kind of an elegant beverage, let's put it in a wine glass and we'll see how it comes along. All right. So I'm not going to rinse out the blender. We're going to actually use the same blender for everything else. So we have a little bit messy, but we have a nice little first layer here. So I'm just going to move this behind me. And now we're going to put everything in for our actual smoothie. And then we'll put the cream on the side and then pour it in and see if we can make something that looks like you might pay $20 for it. All right. So we'll leave those there. All right, y'all, that was a lot. So let's go ahead and get started. I have some other substitutes that I got for you all. I'll show you. And just in case you're just coming in, here's what we're making. It's got music, so we just made this strawberry glaze. So strawberries, maple syrup, and lemon. And so that's the glaze. This is the part where we are. All right, so she's gonna go ahead and put it into her glass, set it off to the side. So almond milk, I've got almond milk. Now we're gonna use a frozen fruit, strawberry and banana, and she has avocado. So I have some avocado as well. And then dates. So dates are gonna give us another natural sweetener and ice. That's the sea moss gel. That's what I was trying to get. I couldn't get it. I'll just do a tablespoon of what I have. Collagen. Yeah, exactly. Collagen and then hyaluronic acid. You may see a lot of skincare products with hyaluronic acid. I didn't know you could cook with it or use it as an ingredient. I guess that makes sense. And then we blend that. We're going to put our coconut cream on the side of the glass and then pour and enjoy. All right. Quasia says it's fancy. Gary has a question. Go ahead with your question. All right. So now let's go ahead and do everything that she did. And she's got some measurements here. So we'll eyeball it. We will eyeball it. All right. So almond milk, just a half a cup. So let me get the almond milk that I have. I think this one came from Walmart. You can use any brand. I just always try to go with the one that says unsweetened, especially if you like the flavored almond milks, vanilla or chocolate. Be careful because they will add a lot of extra sugar to them. So I go with unsweetened and then sweeten it with some of my other substitutes. Auntie Jenny says limes bring out the best in strawberries instead of the lemon. Hello, Prince Cake, and hello, Nomadic is here. Okay, so half a cup of almond milk. My measuring cups are dirty. Okay, so let's measure this in. You probably could just eyeball it. You know, the first time I make a recipe, I'm always trying to make it exactly the way they do, and then after that, tweak it your own. That's what makes it, I think that's what makes cooking so much fun. It's customizable. And then especially for the family, you know, get the kids involved, especially something like this that's relatively unintimidating, like a smoothie. It gets them comfortable, with the kitchen. So Gary says, what was the purpose of the syrup? The maple syrup, I think that's just to sweeten the glaze. So far in that glaze behind me, we just have strawberries, lemon, and maple syrup. But honestly, if you don't need your glaze to be really sweet, maybe your strawberries are in season and they're naturally sweet, you can absolutely omit that. Auntie Jenny says any citrus is yummy. Okay, so we have a half a cup of almond milk, and then she did 1 cup of frozen strawberries. Now, here's what I got out for you all. So I have these from Walmart. So I have some frozen strawberries. I also got, they've been in the sink, frozen banana. If you have fresh, that's great too, but sometimes we don't. But you can also get Walmart has, Marcus loves this for his smoothies, the strawberry and banana blend. All right, so just giving you all some options. You can have these fruits in your freezer. So let's see what goes in here. A cup of frozen strawberries. So this is a half cup. We're gonna go in with a little extra, so I measure until it's kind of overflowing. All right, so a cup of frozen strawberries, half a banana. I don't know how much is half a banana. Put this away. We're just giving you all some options. I'll just eyeball it. Let me cut this open. And I'm using frozen because if you noticed in her recipe, she added ice to it. I will omit the ice, or you can use less ice if you're using frozen fruit. If you're using fresh fruit, then you will need ice for your smoothie, all right? But just giving you all an option, you can buy frozen. And as long as the, ooh, this is cold in my hand. Oh, all right, we're gonna call that. As long as the ingredients are just strawberries or just banana, then I say it's just as good. Be careful for the ones that have like extra stuff added to them. But this one has got bananas and it has some citrus in there to keep it from turning brown. Just putting these in the fridge so they don't soften too much more in the freezer. Okay. Whew. And then we're going to do a quarter. She does a quarter of an avocado, just like the frozen fruit. You all can buy frozen avocado chunks. Now, if you have, I know this is a California recipe. If you have fresh avocados in season, by all means, but I got these from Kroger. I also found this. This is an avocado squeeze. Let's see the ingredients. Avocado and lime juice, yeah, to keep it from turning brown, but just giving you all some options. And then in a pinch, you know, these little, not the guacamole, this one is just avocado with salt and pepper. So just giving you all some options, because I'm always thinking, excuse me, not everybody has access to, you know, a proper kitchen. Sometimes you're truckers or nurses or students or camping. So I'm always thinking about other ways to enjoy things like this. Hello, Thompson Jr. Oh, Gary, you like that strawberry banana blend? Absolutely. Hello, Ethel. Good to see you here. All right, so she did a quarter of an avocado. So again, with these ingredients, I'll just do, you know, like this much. You can customize it. If you want more avocado, add more avocado. If you don't like avocado, omit it and maybe do banana, extra banana instead. But this is the $20 Erewhon Hailey Bieber skin smoothing smoothie. So I got all the ingredients. We're gonna blend and try. So I know avocado is good for all kind of stuff, healthy fats, all that good stuff. But just showing you all some options for you as well if you don't want to peel and do all of that. It's a holiday, at least here in the US, hopefully. Okay, almond milk, frozen strawberries, avocado, banana, 2 dates. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is a lot. So I placed an order for some dates. Now these are pitted. They usually have that big pit inside. These have the pit removed, so kind of like a big raisin with the seed. Dates also give you sweetness. Ah, hello, I'm getting divorced podcast. Thank you. Dates have natural sweetness, but they also have fiber. So there are a lot of dessert recipes that have dates in them. I love these. They're kind of addictive, but you can see they have the, excuse me, the big long seed removed. Now these are great. I actually made for the Marines when Marcus was working out with them. Excuse me, some of y'all may remember I made the healthy Snickers. So you can see they've already taken the seed out. But what you do with the dates is that you put, I'll show you, your healthy Snickers. Maybe we'll do this on the next stream. You get your dates, you take the seed out, peanut butter. You put a little bit of peanut butter inside, and then you close it up around the peanut butter. And then I have some zero sugar chocolate chips. Melt down your chocolate and dunk these in the chocolate, and then put them in the fridge or freezer to set. Y'all, healthy Snickers. You could also like roll them up in chopped nuts. If you all want me to do a healthy Snickers next time, let me know. So these are sweet. Again, I'm not a doctor. She says 2 dates. I want to do more. Let's do 3. I'm team sweet, y'all. All right, but you can buy them without the seeds. All right, so definitely not sugar-free, but all right. So far we have our strawberries, we have our banana, we have our avocado, we have our dates. What else goes in here? Oh, now we got to put all the medicine because this is a skin smoothie. Y'all, I have never had this thing before. I'm just going to wash my face and moisturize it. And I'm just going to say the less makeup I wear, the better my skin is. Take that however you want to. Okay, moving on. Collagen, which is not vegan. It actually comes from animals. I think it comes from the bones. I don't know, but it's good for you. I think it's supposed to be good for your skin and all of that stuff. So she puts 1 scoop of collagen powder. You can put this collagen in your smoothies. I've actually used this, in all seriousness, in pancake batter. When I make my protein powder pancakes, because I substitute protein powder as a flour substitute, I'll take one of these packets and put it in the batter. It adds like a creaminess. You know, protein powder can be kind of dry and chalky. Adding a scoop, or this is unflavored, a little bit of collagen to your pancake batter, I don't know. It's just, it makes it has a better bite to it. All right, so we're going to add collagen to this smoothie. And then, oh, we got to do the sea moss gel. My struggle sea moss back here behind us. I tried, y'all. I really did. So this, okay, it really smells like the ocean. It smells like you've been fishing. It smells like if you've ever gone out on like a crab boat and they scoop up all that stuff and dump it on the deck and it's all wiggling around. It smells like that. Oh, okay. That's all right. We're going to give this a try. We're going to go in with a tablespoon. Now, this is supposed to be a gel. I couldn't really get it into a gel. They said you got to really blend it for 3 minutes. But I have, instead of sea moss gel, I have sea moss paste. So I've added it. So we have the animal products, we got the collagen, and we got the ocean products. If it takes all this for your skin to look good, you're doing something wrong. I said it. Hello, James is here. Hello, Kagio is here. Hello, Odell is here. Yes, collagen in the pancake batter. For me, protein pancakes. Now, if you're doing regular like Aunt Jemima or Bisquick or whatever, I don't even know if they call it Aunt Jemima anymore. I'm old. Pancake batter, you don't need the collagen, but if you're doing the healthy, y'all see I do protein powder, it can be a little dry and chalky. All right, the last ingredients is, y'all, this is hyaluronic acid supplements. It's so much, and I thought this would be something I could just, oh boy, how do you open this? You press? Okay. It's like a gummy. Please don't mess up my smoothie. But it's like a gummy. I was trying, the one that she used in the video, she poured like a liquid. This is the hyaluronic skin supplement. How many of these are you supposed to take? You're supposed to take 2? All right, I'll try one for research purposes. I'm just worried about the texture. It doesn't taste bad, but it's a pretty solid gummy. I'll put 2 in here. I don't want like a lump of that to come up my straw. Is that all? Can we be done? And then she added ice cubes. I will do just a little bit of ice because I added all that frozen fruit. Then we're finally, an hour later, ready to blend. All right, so let's see how this smoothie comes together. So again, apologies if it's loud, but this blender is pretty powerful. And while it's blending, there's a smoothie button here. Yes. Oh no, did it die? Please don't die. Hold on. I think did I blow something? Oh no, y'all. I think I just blew my outlet. One second, let me check the breaker. Is anything else off? Okay, let me try another outlet. This is so janky. Hold on. Is this gonna work? Okay, I blew the, oh, this is the, I blew the outlet. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me see. Will this one work? I'll go check. Let me go check the breaker. Okay. I have one over here that works. So janky. You know, we call this the struggle cooking class for a reason. Okay, 1 second, y'all. Let's see if I can blend over here. Oh. No. I think okay. We may have to, I'm gonna take this out and rinse this out. Let me try the breaker. Oh my God. Should this, because I got this red light here and I think it's supposed to be green. Let me try the breaker. Okay. They all look good, so I'm just going to, now I know why I don't use that blender. We've got it, we're at the finish line, and I need the blender to work. Oh. I'm sorry, Miss Aisha. Okay, let's see. If we take this out, I'll come back to the sea moss gel later, because it is literally just stuck up in here. We're going to try and transfer our ingredients to a different blender. I actually love cooking live for y'all because, hey, things happen. I just hope this doesn't overpower my smoothie taste, but I'm gonna give it a good rinse. All right, hold on, y'all. We're gonna get this. We're gonna make this smoothie. All right, so let's blend. Let's rinse this, assemble it together, and then we'll see if it will blend before we move our ingredients over. Okay. Careful. All right. Hello, Marva. It is We're in this together. Thank you all. This is a struggle cooking class. I am well aware. I always tell y'all I am not a professional, but we are going to give this a try. Now let's see. I don't know if it's the outlet or the blender. I'm not an electrician, so I don't want to blow everything up. Let's try this empty here and see if it comes alive. Because the breakers all looked fine. Okay, I really think this, it's like an Instapot. I think it's too much for when I have all of this going on. So the outlet is fine. Oh my gosh. So let's continue where we left off, class. Yeah, I know, Ethel. We'll figure it out. I really don't know what happened. But I'll ask Mr. President to take a look at it. Okay. So, did we get everything? All right, just a little bit more fruit. Let me get a spoon. Y'all know we don't like to waste. This Instapot blender, the one that I'm holding that locked up, it does so much more than blend. Like, it makes soup. It has a heating element. Like, it literally cooks and does all this, and I haven't had luck with it. Maybe some of y'all have, but I really struggle with it, so I use it sparingly, obviously. But my little ninja, my little Walmart ninja is doing well. Okay, let's continue. Oh, thank you. Hey, I'm trying. This is why I cook live, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but have you ever watched, and that's why I love Miss Aisha too. Have y'all ever seen those cooking shows where everything is just so perfect? And it really should be perfect. Like, none of this should have happened. But, you try it and it's like, oh, mine doesn't come out that way. What's wrong with me? I am here to help your self-esteem. Hello, Lucky. I am here to help your self-esteem. Please blend. Please blend. Hello, spokesperson. Hello to you in South Africa. This is the goal. We have our glaze. We're gonna do our cream. I'm struggling, Lucky, but I'm okay. All right. Thankfully, this blended. I'm just gonna taste it. We still got a little bit of ice and some strawberries in there, but I'm gonna taste it for sweetness. I always like to taste as I go. That's how my mom taught me how to cook. If it needs a little extra anything, add it before we pour it into the glass. Ooh, it's good. Now, it's okay. It's very good. It has that marine finish. I'm not loving that, but it doesn't really taste too sweet. She says you could add a little extra or liquid like stevia to it. I'll put some stevia in here. I like sweet. Now, our glaze was really sweet, and I get it now, probably with the sweetness of the glaze at the bottom of the glass. Again, y'all that are just coming into this struggle class, we are making the $20 Erewhon smoothie. This strawberry glaze at the bottom was sweet and tart. We are making the smoothie part, and then we're going to put the coconut cream on the side. I'm going to add a little bit of stevia and then blend it just a little bit more because I do like sweet. So this is a sugar-free sweetener, or you could do whatever you like or leave it plain. Maybe you don't like your smoothies too sweet. Or you could do extra fruit or whatever you like. All right, so it is blending. We just have a little bit more ice, and I use frozen fruit in here, so I just want to make sure that gets nice and pourable. Then we're finally ready to assemble. Avengers assemble. Oh my goodness. Oh, Lucky is lucky. All right, come on in, everybody. Yeah, if you're new to my channel, usually I'm in Atlanta, so I usually stream dinner time East Coast on Mondays and Fridays. So like between 5 and 7 p.m. But today's Labor Day, so if it's a holiday for you, if you don't have to work, I thought I'd do a simple smoothie before everybody goes to the cookout. I may not be invited after this. Oh my gosh, my struggle blender. Let me unplug it. Okay, let's get the last little chunk of ice out. This could be something that you enjoy before you go have all the real food. Hello, Sergeant JG, and hello, April. Okay, I think that's as good as we're gonna get. At this point, I still see, I'll get a clean spoon, even though it's just me. I still see that hyaluronic acid, but with everything we've been through today, I think this is a pretty good consistency. So let's see. Oh yeah. So funnily, ooh, y'all, it's like a 9 out of 10 until the very end when it finishes down that sea moss gel. This is my first time having sea moss gel. It's not bad, but I don't expect a smoothie to taste like ocean water. It's not bad, it's just unfamiliar. But we made it, y'all. Let us assemble. Avengers assemble, okay? They say it's good for your skin. Find me tomorrow. I'll look the same. Okay, so we have our glaze. And then if you saw the Erewhon smoothie, what they do, and this is the hard part, they have this coconut cream that they put down the side. Oh, all my pictures. The coconut, they're all food. Coconut cream that they put down the side. So I'm going to try and dress our glasses that way. Let me just rinse out a little bit. Now I'm getting excited, y'all. We finally made it to the end. There's a reason why I don't work at Erewhon. It would take you an hour to get y'all smoothie. Okay, so as always, I want to give you all a couple substitutes that you can use for, or some things that you could use for coconut cream. Of course, in a pinch, you could use just regular whipped cream, but since this is a skin healthy smoothie, you want skin healthy ingredients, right? All right, let's take the blade out. Funnily enough, the hyaluronic little gel, what are these? Gummies that I didn't think I would like. They've kind of broken up into little bits, so it's almost like a little gummy bear. When you bite down on it, it almost has like a little candy finish until you get to the sea moss. All right, so let me see if I have the real coconut cream for y'all. And then we are going to assemble. All right. I won't take too much time. This is coconut milk, which is different. Coconut cream is like the creamy, chunky, you know, when you have a raw coconut, like the fatty part, that's really good. So what I got is this. I've never used this before, but this is a squeeze bottle, cream of coconut. It says shake well, so let's shake it well. And I also have some coconut whipped cream. So I was thinking maybe we could squeeze, and I'll use a spatula to get along the sides and see if we can make those nice little streaks, and then pour our smoothie. You know, these reels that they have, you know, you watch them and it's like 90 seconds and you're like, oh, I can do that. Let me go back to my folder so y'all can see. But I really did want to give this sea moss a try. All right, let's get this open. One moment. I know, that's not elegant. Okay, so we've got our coconut. Ooh, I need to really give this a shake because it's clear, but we need the cream. And if this doesn't do the trick, I'll just do the whipped cream. Yeah, you can eliminate. I would probably eliminate the sea moss. I'm just not familiar with it, you all, and I'm not really a fan. But you know, some of you all really swear by it. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna drip this down the sides and see what we think. No, it's not really. It's kind of, but it's not as creamy. For the other one, let's do this one. The whipped cream. This one probably doesn't have as much health benefits, but we want that white cream contrast with the strawberry smoothie. Yeah, so this is kind of like your Cool Whip. All right, so I'm going to get a spoon and a spatula. And I am going to get in here and try and put it on the sides, something that'll really stick. I'm going to use the spatula to go around. And I'll do the same with the others. Streaks might have been nicer, but the real coconut cream didn't really give us the staying power that we wanted. So let's do the same thing here. I'm just gonna put it on the side, and then let's see if I can use a spatula. I'm gonna do the whole thing at this point. All right, now little quality control. All right, finally, finalmente, let's put in our smoothie, and let's save some for the other one. All right, and I'm just gonna scrape. And I feel like I should just put like a little decorative strawberry and a little bit of cream as a celebration for all of this. All right. A little messy, but we're gonna put all right, so maybe if I had a smaller glass, but I'm just going to put in a little dollop of whipped cream and a strawberry. All right, and then let's get a fresh strawberry. You know, if you had some more glaze, you could drizzle that on there. Put that on the side. Oh, they're still out here. Then we're gonna taste it. Please taste good. Please taste good. Please taste good. After all of this. I'm just going to do a nice little slit on the side. Let's do one more. One for me, one for you. You could also do, ooh. Lemon. Just adding a little extra garnish to it. We eat with our eyes first. All right. All right, y'all. I tried. I think it looks pretty festive. Let's take a picture, and then let's take a taste, and then we are done. We could have had a whole meal. A whole meal. Okay. So this is the $20 Erewhon smoothie. Hello, Braben. This is my version. All right, so I made two. Are we doing tall glass or are we doing, what is this? The wine glass. Aw, kind of looks pretty. All right, and then let's do a quick video. Got our glaze, we got our cream, we got our strawberries, and all of our supplements. All right, y'all. Let me get a straw. I'm nervous. Please be good. All right. Let's go in. It's so good. I would not make this again. It is way too complicated, but when you put the straw down, you have that glaze at the bottom. And then if you see some of that coconut cream went down to the bottom, and then you have the smoothie. Honestly, you don't taste the sea moss gel. Hello, Real. Everyone is so creative. Yes, you're going to go to Erewhon and get the smoothie. I would probably buy it once at Erewhon. But, oh, y'all, this coconut cream, this is also sweet too. Y'all, this is really good. I went through so much to make it. Would not repeat, but I would definitely recommend. It's filling, it's sweet, it's fruity, it's citrusy. All together, it comes together really nicely. The components on their own, I wasn't too sure about, but I think y'all would drink that. I think so. I know. CMOS should not have an aftertaste. Okay, that's good to know. So I'll put this in the fridge. When you all come over, I'll have it ready for you. But yeah, that's all that I had, y'all. I wanted to do something simple since this is a holiday. We could have had a 3-course meal, but I had fun. I wanted to try it. I'm glad I made it. If you are in California, I think that's the only place they have this Erewhon smoothie, and you want to try it, give it a try. I'm sure it's good. But honestly, you know, it has collagen and all these other hyaluronic acid. I'm going to say this. You didn't ask me, but I'm going to say this. If you take care of your body will take care of you. All right. So I don't think you need all this stuff to have good skin. I drink water and try to eat right. You know, obviously I can cut back, but whew, I wouldn't say for a skin regimen, but definitely for a treat. All right, everybody. So thank you so much. We are done here, finally. Enjoy your Labor Day if you're in the U.S. Please be safe wherever you go with your family or if you're staying in. I'm going to be working on registration. Will open up today for the Finishing School for the Modern Woman. You all know you're first to hear it. Lucy and I will be teaching our flagship course starting in October. So that is our 8-week course, comes with the workbook. We're going to have a grand celebration, a wife retreat for guests that have demonstrated that they are serious about their progress. Our sponsors and Mr. President in particular want to make sure that what we do is reaching the audience that it is intended to. So I'm really happy and grateful that we have so much support. But this was fun, you all. As always, thank you so much, Miss Aisha, for trusting me with another crazy recipe on your platform. I had a lot of fun making this. Hopefully you all did too. Of course, you can go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. I'm on all the platforms as Maggie, the substitute teacher, all of my courses and travel. We got some stuff coming up. France is coming up. We've got the cruise. We've got Ghana. We have everything. If you're interested, just go to my website. My next stream will be Friday for food, and then Saturday for relationship with Lucy. All right, everybody. Thank you, Instagram, and thank you, YouTube. and Facebook.